Hi, friends. Good morning, or good evening, or good night, or good afternoon. Chad here from Jerry Tips. I hope that you're doing well. I'm here to talk about primary care and the benefits of primary care. So, the Jerry stat for today is that there are a lot of primary care physicians in the US. In 2010, a study was done that showed that there are over 200,000 primary care physicians in the United States, and these statistics are from the Agency for Healthcare Research and Quality. So, there are primary care physicians that you can access, and your having a primary care physician can actually enhance your quality of life and can even help to save you money because the Jerry fact for today is that persons who have a primary care physician actually spend less time in hospital and actually spend less money on their health care. And this is from the clevelandclinic.org. So consider getting a primary care physician. Now, what is a primary care physician? A primary care physician is a provider. So, my apologies. A primary care provider is a physician, a nurse practitioner, a clinical nurse specialist, or physician assistant, as allowed by the state law. So it depends on which state you live in the United States, or where you live in the world in terms of what type of provider is able to be allowed to provide primary care for you. And this particular person provides and coordinates or helps a patient access a range of healthcare services. So the primary care physician or the primary care provider is that person who is your quarterback. He or she will determine whether or not you need to see a specialist. The primary care provider is supposed to be able to handle most of your medical concerns and issues, and it is best able to coordinate your care. And it's good to have one physician because, well, it's good to have either one physician or one physician group. That's Micah in the background. Because, one, that physician or physician group or provider group will help to establish a relationship with you. So he or she or the organization will know your preferences, your personality, etc. They'll get to know your family, all of these things, so they'll know how to tailor your healthcare for you, as opposed to just randomly seeing someone every few years and that person would not necessarily know you or have the opportunity to build that continued long-term relationship with you. So it's good to find a provider and establish a relationship with that provider so that provider will be able to provide the best long-term care for you. So ideally, the provider is supposed to be able to handle all of your medical needs and concerns and refer you like only if necessary. And the reason why sometimes, I mean, it's good to be referred to a specialist, but if it's done unnecessarily, it could lead to issues with costs. Because you have to pay to see the specialist in the United States. There are oftentimes co-pays to see the specialist. Two, sometimes if you get unnecessary care from a specialist, that might lead to complications. You might get a medication from a specialist that may counteract another medication from some other physician that you're seeing. So really, you want to have a primary care physician because that primary care physician will be able to attend to all of your needs, minimize transportation costs that you'd have to consider in going to another specialist, minimize the risk of just meeting someone that you're not familiar with. You may or may not hit it off with a specialist. The specialist and the specialist office may not be so nice. They may be mean to you. You never know, but often I have a lot of friends who are specialists and they're awesome. So at the same time, you don't want to necessarily go to a specialist unnecessarily. And then finally, there's the co-payment, the cost of seeing a specialist. So it's good to have a nice, good primary care physician. Anyways, so the Jerry tip for today is that Consider establishing a relationship with a primary care physician from an early age because, as mentioned before, seeing a primary care physician can keep you out of the hospital and help you to save money and time. Thank you for your time, everyone. And for further information, feel free to visit the American College of Physicians website at www.acponline.com or the American Academy of Family Physicians website at www.aafp.org. Thank you for your time, friends, and thank you for supporting Geriatips. Have a good day.